Oye, ¿cómo va? Here's your at tempo example. Let's back that off to quarters. All right. Okay, so that's your verse or guitar solo example, and then you've got your lead-in or your sort of transitional chords, or your transitional section that you'll use between the verse and solo section, which is 3, 4. Alright, so a couple of words on these, make sure that I was playing those chords right. Yeah, that's right, that's right. There was exactly the way it should have been. Just wasn't looking at the music. Here's one thing that I didn't get a chance to give you during lesson time when we talked about your transitions from A minor to D. We talked about how there's not a lot of neighboring fingers, and there's no common pivot finger that you can use. But here's a tool on songs like this where you got to move seemingly really fast between chords. You're going back and forth. A minor, D, A minor, D, A minor, D. It's very hard to get that because there's 3 fingers going in 3 different directions all at once. I'm a divide and conquer type of person. I like to take it a piece at a time, take it apart one move at a time. One thing that you can do is you can look on your chord diagram, and I know it doesn't seem like it's going to help you much, but you can remember that. You know that C, your pointer finger at C, is moving to A. So if you just remember, what is it? C, C, A, or C, A. C, 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 A. A, A. C, 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 A. And that's with your pointer finger. Alright? About A, A, D. That's what's happening with your third finger. A, 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 D. D, D. A, 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 D. D, D. So, also with your second finger. Oh, that's jumping. That's jumping a lot. Your second finger is the one that moves the farthest. It's E, E, F sharp. So E, E, F sharp. E, E, F, F, E, F sharp. It's easier to play than it is to say really fast. E, 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 F sharp. F sharp, F sharp, E, 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 F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, E, 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 F, 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 E, 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 F sharp, F sharp. Okay? Now that we've done it one finger at a time, Try each combination of pairs of fingers. All right. I hope I'm not. I hope instead of I will show you instead of trying to explain it. Fingers 1 and 2 are both moving in their own directions. 1 is at C on the A minor chord. 1 is at C, 2 is at E. Alright? This might require you not using a flat pick, but using your fingers. Because instead of playing a chord, you're just playing 2 notes at the same time. So you can either use a flat pick and then pinch with your thumb, like this. Well, probably you have to pinch with one of your free fingers. You know, you're not gonna have your thumb. Your thumb's pinching the pick, but one of your fingers is free to pick two strings at the same time. So that's C. Now, where's my camera? C and E. All right, but I don't like doing that with a pick because I'm a finger picking person. I like to just use my thumb and my finger. So you got this. All right, so that's your chord change with just 2 fingers. The reason that it helps to break it down into 2 fingers is because just simply you can move 2 fingers. It's less to think about it. It breaks it down. It gives you less to do. So C A, first finger C, second finger A, or C E. C E, first finger C, second finger low E, or middle E, because there's another lower E. So C E, and then F sharp A here. So your first finger moves from C to A, and your second finger moves to F sharp up here at the same time. And you're still using 2 fingers to pinch. And you're moving from these 2 strings 2 and 4 to strings 1 and 3. You're just going back and forth. You can't see my left hand is moving, is fingering those. But you go C, E, F sharp, A. So you could do that and get that up to speed. Okay? And that's with your first and second fingers. Then you could work on, again, just doing them in combinations. So first and second are worked on. Work on your second and third fingers. So if you're doing fingers 2 and 3, you're going to start with E, calling out the wrong notes. It's bad. It's terrible, terrible. Second finger's on E, middle E, third finger's on A. That's for the A minor chord. For the D chord, the third finger is on the high D. The second finger is on the high F sharp. So that would be your change there. So E and A, and then all the way over, jumping 2 strings over, D and F sharp. So that one, I still like to use my fingers, but that one, since the strings are together, you could use your flat pick. You could go back to using your flat pick with that one because the strings are right next to each other. In fact, that's probably a pretty cool that's a cool beginner flat pick exercise because you're having to isolate the middle strings and then the high strings and make sure that nothing else rings. So that's not a bad idea to try to grab that and try to do that with your flat pick and control your picking to only hit the 2 strings that you mean to hit. The 2 middle ones and then the 2 high ones. All right, so. Oh, see, there I missed. All right, so that's 2 and 3. And of course, you have to know 1 and 3. So 1 and 3, oh boy, 1 and 3 for the A minor chord is C and A. All right, that's where your first finger and your third finger are in the A minor. And then 1 and 3 in the D chord is just your 1 is on the A and your third is on the D. Okay? D or A, D. A, D, A, D. So 1 or C and A and then D and A. But you're switching strings. It's not, remember to play them. If you're going to do this as an exercise to do this chord change, even though it's a little bit uncomfortable, it'd be a lot easier to just use a different finger to go. But in this exercise, we're actually trying to do the hard thing. We're trying to swap strings with our fingers. So make sure you make your fingerings the same as they would be in the chord, but we're just using 2 fingers at a time. So first and third finger, C and A, and D and A. And then switch them. Get my middle finger out of the way so you can see where they're at. Okay, that's a lot easier. That's a lot easier with the flat pick because you're picking the same 2 strings over and over again. Alright, so that's a couple of examples of how 1 string at a time and 2 strings at a time to break this chord change exercise up so that you can get it all the way to it's all about memorizing. It's all about getting your fingers to remember automatically where those points are on your guitar.